Good morning, you guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would come and give you a little Botox update because, migraine update, because it's been a month or a month and a half, something like that, since I spoke to you about it. There's not anything particular that has changed other than I did conclude that the Botox definitely wasn't working, and I decided not to go for the third round because it was just, if anything, my head was slightly better in the 2 weeks before I was due to get the third lot of Botox, which means, no, was it the fourth lot of Botox that would have been? I can't remember now. But it was better beforehand, which meant that when there was no Botox left, it was almost better. So I cancelled that appointment and I am done with trying Botox for it. And I have managed to get another appointment with neurology. So I'm seeing my neurologist in person as well, which will be the first time in the middle of November. So I am delighted because I think that what this means is that I will be offered either Aimovig, which is Irinotab, or Adjuvant. I don't know what the actual name for that is, but either Adjuvant or Aimovig. And these are both injections that I think you self-administer once a month, and they are anti-CRGP injections. It's the first time there's actually been a migraine medication, one that's specifically for migraines, as I understand it, although you would think that sumatriptan was a migraine medication. Maybe it's not, but it seems like it's been successful for a lot of people. Adjuvant more so, and I know that Adjuvant's only just been approved for use in Scotland, so I don't know which one I'll be offered, and I don't know if I'll be offered this because there's definitely a really tight criteria for it. But I am hoping that that's what I'm going to be offered and that I'll get an appointment pretty quickly, hopefully before Christmas, to start it. It can take up to 3 months to kick in, and like I said, I don't know when I'll get an appointment, so it's not something that I've got hope for working in the immediate future, but it's something that gives me hope for the future, that there is an end to this. And my headaches and the dizziness have been I would say more manageable since I last spoke to you, but that is because of medication, because my GP told me that I could take medication 4 days in a row when I was on holiday, so that was a godsend, because I was really only taking it a couple of times a week. And that's tramadol that she's told me I could take, but just for the holiday, and then I go back to taking it. I'm now taking it 3 days a week. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to take it on weekends. So Saturday, Sunday, I will take it. Obviously, I don't just take it if I'm, if I wake up and I feel all right. But normally, as soon as I wake up or not long after, I can feel the dizziness coming on or the headache or whatever. So I'll take it then. And it means that I can look forward to my weekends, because normally I don't, because it's like, well, it's even worse than the week sometimes because Kev's going to be away golfing and I'm going to be looking after Watson, and Watson can bark or ring the bell, or, he needs to be walked, etc., which is really difficult with a migraine. But, this way I can look forward to the weekend. And then that leaves one other, which I will normally say for days where I have an appointment, like if I need to go to the dentist or the hairdressers or the doctors or whatever, there hasn't been a day that I haven't needed to take that. It would be great if tramadol was something I could take every day. I probably could, but I don't want to. The GP would probably accept that, but I don't want to take it every day because it's not a nice drug to come off of. It gives you nightmares. And actually there's studies showing that long term it can make pain worse. It can make your reaction to pain worse. So that has been a help because, like I said, it means I've got the weekend to look forward to. The other thing is I've been taking something called Meclizine that I ordered from eBay. So not the best, but it's something that we don't have here in the UK. We do have over-the-counter tablets that are similar. So it's basically a travel sickness pill. So that's travel sickness is kind of what it feels like, the way you feel dizzy and sick, but with a headache. So that's kind of what the vestibular migraine feels like to me. I actually saw a thing on Instagram, I put it up on my Instagram, that said, it's like being drunk on a boat, but not in a good way. And I was like, that's exactly what it feels like. But anyway, this Meclizine works well, and there's Cinnarizine is another one, although that makes me very tired. That one you can actually buy over the counter in the UK. So I discussed that with my GP, but it is not something that you're to take often because it can end up causing Parkinsonism. So basically, as if you have Parkinson's, you can end up with Parkinson's, you know. So it's something that works on a certain part of the brain that means that you shouldn't take it regularly at all. So I can only take that occasionally. So if I've had like the full dose of tramadol, I can take meclizine, and it at least stops the dizziness, and paracetamol takes the headache down a tiny bit. If I take it with my codeine, that takes it down a little bit, and so that can kind of make life more bearable. So like I said, I feel like I've got a couple of things now helping. The changes in my headache, well, it's difficult to know what's been going on for the last month, because I don't think you'll be able to hear it in my voice, but I am still struggling with this cold, and I've had it now, it'll be a month, in 2 days it'll be a month that I've had this, and I got it starting on holiday, and so I just keep having these coughing fits, and my chest feels really tight. So I'm going to go to the doctors or send the doctors a message on Monday and say, you know, do I need an appointment? I've tested for COVID and it's not COVID. I've tested 3 times now, it's definitely not COVID. Just to see if it's gone into a chest infection or anything like that, you know. But it's made it really difficult to know how my migraines are. Certainly headaches haven't been too bad. But because I've been feeling so ill that I've not been doing very much, I've kind of been, you know, sitting watching TV and then occasionally doing a bit of housework and not doing very much at all. But also because I'm not doing very much at all, because I'm not sitting at the computer and I'm not doing editing or filming, then again, I don't know how my head is, because often when I don't do filming and editing, when I am on holiday, things are better anyway. It is definitely with sitting at the computer for a long time, that can trigger the dizziness and headaches, you know, so that's helped. But before that, I had noticed a slight improvement. And like I said, to me, it was because the Botox was out of my system. I wasn't doing anything else different other than perhaps the neuroplasticity that I had talked about, and I would like to do a video on that. It's just, like I said, finding the time to research and to do the video. But the way that it's changed is not any less days per month, so I'm still getting them every day, but it's going back a bit more to what it used to be, in that I used to, when it first started, it would happen at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'd have the better part of the day and then be incapacitated. But then it sort of crept backwards, and it would start at 11, and then it would start at 10, and then it was like just when I got up. And also it used to be that after my dinner I felt better, or in the evening I felt better, but that wasn't happening, and that's kind of crept back in again. So it's got to the point where I seem to have a couple of hours in the morning now where I'm feeling better, and a couple of hours in the evening, which is something. I know it's not much, and I'm still getting them every day, like I say, but it is something. And I have no idea what that would be from. Like I said, there's nothing really that I've changed, nothing that I'm taking. I tried the Fever View, it did not work. You know, there's been no difference from me taking the whole pot of tablets to now, where I haven't been taking them for 3 weeks or a month. And like I said, I took the whole thing, so I think it was 2 months I was on them. That didn't do anything. And there's nothing else I'm doing differently. So maybe the neuroplasticity is working, but I've not been doing any of the colouring books. And what was the other thing I did? Oh, I had music on in the car. I did notice the music in the car did help a little bit when I was feeling dizzy. I put music on in the car, and it does kind of take your focus away from it. But yeah, I've not really been focusing on that, because like I said, I've been too ill with this blooming cold. So yeah, that's everything to tell you just now. Like I said, not very much, but I thought I'd let you know what was going on, because I know a lot of you are going through this journey and are kind of desperate for anything that will help, like I am. So hopefully I will come back to you in the middle of November and tell you that I've had my appointment and I'm due to get, you know, Aimovig, and tell you how it's going then, and if anything's changed. I say the middle of November, it's only a couple of weeks away, because I think it's now the 23rd today. Yeah, I think it's the 23rd of October today, so it's only a few weeks away that I go to this appointment. So yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.